Hey, how's it going, everybody? BurntBrian here, and on today's Thirsty Thursday edition of Catchin' a Buzz, we're going to be taking a look at 3 different craft beers, starting with an IPA from my home state of Florida. So, let's start the show. So I kind of wanted to do some tweaking to the Catchin' a Buzz video series to include something special for Thirsty Thursdays, where once, maybe twice a month, depending on how much you guys like this video series, I will gather up 3 different craft beers and we'll run through them in this video from start to finish. You'll see me as the beginning when I'm relatively sober to the end to see what kind of buzz I've got after going through all of these. You'll also get my opinions from the first sip to the last, and sometimes opinions can change from the course of the drinking the beer from the beginning to the end. So we're going to run through that, and it's just going to hopefully be a fun series. Going to try to include some guests here in the near future, but to get started, it's just me. And like I mentioned, I'm going to be starting with a beer from my home state here in Florida. This one comes from Sarasota, Florida, and this is J-Dub's Brewing Company, and this is their Up Top IPA. It's got a 6.5% per volume, and on the side here it says Up Top IPA pairs well with your homies. A sessionable India Pale Ale that doesn't slap you in the face with bitterness. Negatron, this one inspires to find your closest pals or the person next to you at the bar and give them a big ol' Up Top. So very cool, awesome. I like it. It's just a simple design label. It's a pretty cool sticker on there. And let's go ahead and pop the top. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of IPAs. Not too much of session IPAs, but occasionally they're alright. And as you can see, it's a really nice, beautiful looking beer here. Got almost a golden color. It's not translucent, meaning that it's slightly cloudy in a sense. Can't really see through it all the way. Let's give it a taste. The description is pretty accurate as far as there being a nice bitterness, but it's not a slap you in the face, which definitely is what I'm getting. A lot of really hoppy beers can tend to be dry or have this kind of dry after finish, but this one is nice. Again, it's a very pleasant tasting beer. 6.5%, definitely going to catch a decent buzz on it. And again, I kind of like the bitterness in the back of the throat, but anyway, let me sit back and enjoy this one for a minute. Really good. Again, I think my assessment stands from the beginning. What I thought was, you know, that it has a nice, refreshing kind of taste. Unlike some IPAs, the more you drink and as it gets warmer, it kind of can end up getting really dry and just not a really pleasant taste. So awesome. This one's actually really nice. So cheers to you guys over at J-Dub's Brewing Company. Awesome, really good tasting IPA here. So I guess we're going to go ahead and jump on to the next one, and this one's sure to be a little rougher. Next up, we've got a beer from Weyerbacher Brewing Company called Insanity, which is an ale aged in oak barrels, and this one definitely scares me a little because it's 11.1% per volume. Now, every single beer, as far as I can recall, that I've had from Weyerbacher has been really, really good. I love their selection. But of course, when I see 11%, I do kind of worry because a lot of those beers end up getting closer to a liquor to me than they do, or a wine almost, than they do a beer. So I don't know, and it's just a lot of times the higher alcohol contents just really aren't all that great. So I'm hoping this one is better because I've got to drink the whole thing down. So let me go ahead and pop the top here, and let's give this thing a pour here before I smell it, I guess. Alright, so this is a darker beer, a darker ale, much like what I would expect from a barrel-aged beer. Really nice carbonation to it, but yeah, it's got that really dark, like almost a dirty bronze, really dark color to it. Still slightly see-through. I mean, I can kind of see through it. It's not at all murky or cloudy. All right, what about smell? Ooh, it smells really sweet. I mean, that's interesting smell, but it's definitely getting a bourbon kind of smell. I mean, it's aged in oak barrels. I don't think that there's a bourbon barrel, but it has like almost a whiskey bourbon like smell, so I don't know if I'm gonna like this one. But slightly sweeter. I don't know. Let's give it a taste. All right. It's just got such a punch you in the face alcohol flavor, and it's kind of thick, almost syrupy, kind of like as far as the mouthfeel goes. Really thick. And it has, I mean, it does have this really nice sweetness to it. I don't know, it almost reminds me of a toasted coconut kind of taste, which I do like. I mean, the aftertaste is really good. But the initial taste really isn't all that good, if you can't tell by my face. Not a big fan of this one at all. Again, it does have the sweetness. I like that aftertaste is there, that it's got that, I don't know, almost like a coconut kind of honey sweetness to it. I don't know what that is, but it's a decent aftertaste. I don't know. Let's see how I feel after drinking the whole thing. Quite near the last sip, but man, this one is definitely really hard for me to drink, and I am sorry, Weyerbacher. Like, I normally love all your beers, but this one just isn't for me. I guess it's probably just these in general, these types of high alcohol beers that are, maybe it's the aged in the barrel, the oak barrel that's doing it. I don't know what it is. But then again, I mean, I have had a lot of different high alcohol beers that I enjoy, and several from Weyerbacher as well. I think Mary Monk's was pretty high alcohol content, yet it seemed a lot smoother, so I'm not exactly sure what it is that I don't like about this one, but it's very rare that a beer will make me, you know, gag, and that's what this last one kind of did. So it's really hard for me to finish this one, and to be honest, with my battery life and all, I think since I still have another beer to review, I think I'm just gonna call it quits on this beer. I mean, there's still a good bit left. Yeah, no, sorry. Cut. I'm cutting this one out. That is not finishing that. Sorry, guys. So this is definitely not one that I would recommend anyone runs out and get. Let me go ahead and pull out the third one, and let's hope for the best with this one. Yeah, so that last beer was rough, but hopefully this one's going to be much better and a nice way to finish things off. I've got a really nice buzz kicking. So let's go ahead and look at the final beer. This is from Sweetwater Brewing Company, and this is their Happy Ending. It says, "Don't float the mainstream." On the side here, a bellied bruiser sporting a huge dry hopped stiffy, resulting in an explosive finish. And they've got this box of tissue with what looks like somebody's O face on it. And it says, "It put a smile on Kerbabis's face." I have no idea who that is or what the story is, so maybe one of you guys can let me know down below in the description. But this is an Imperial Stout at 9% per volume. I guess a stout would probably be a great way to finish things off. Hopefully it has a really nice sweet taste, though it does have 9% per volume, so it's definitely got a high ABV, and it is an Imperial Stout, so let's hope this one is pretty smooth. It's got a very, very dark black color to it, what I would expect. Still great carbonation, not a whole lot of head to it, maybe a good finger or so. And there is no translucency at all. You cannot see through it. It is a very dark black stout. So, ooh, it smells Smells pretty nice. Smells kind of like a good chocolatey kind of smell. All right, let's give it a taste. Oh wow, that's really good. Often I find that a lot of stouts and porters tend to be like really thick and almost syrupy. What I like about this one is it has some ale-like qualities to it, in the sense that it's relatively smooth. Well, I've got a really nice buzz kicking. This is a nice beer to finish this off with. Really tasty. It has this chocolate, almost coffee-like taste to it. Yeah, it's almost like a toffee kind of taste. I don't know, like a coffee and a toffee. Really good beer, smooth. Be interesting to see how it tastes through the whole beer right up front. As it's cold, it's nice and smooth and doesn't really seem to be, you know, like overly thick or anything. Well, let's see what I think about it at the end. Final sip. Let's see how it tastes. I mean, to be honest, the beer's been great the whole entire time through. It's been definitely something you want to sip on and enjoy, as most porters and stouts are meant to be. They're not, I don't think, designed by nature to be chugged, but really great tasting beer so far. Yeah, last sip is great. And one thing I like about this is even in the hot summer day, it's not something that's this overbearingly thick, typical dry, thick porter or stout taste. It's just, it's really nice, and for 9%, it's incredibly smooth. So, awesome job to Sweetwater. Thanks for giving me that happy ending I needed after a couple of really, well, after one really rough beer. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like this special edition, these Thirsty Thursdays. I'm going to try to do this more often, and hopefully I will have a guest or two here joining me for these on occasion. And I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how we all get buzzed along the way. I'm definitely feeling it on this one. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, don't forget to join me on all the various social networking sites, from Instagram, Google, Facebook. I've got, if you play Steam, if you're on video games, it's like if you're on drugs. If you play video games, you're on the Steam network. Don't forget to join me there. You can search for BurntBrian. There'll be something you can find down below in the description. And as always, stay toasty, my friends.